your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
We are watching that this active weather pattern is back on the move as we've been battling some quieter conditions when it comes down to precipitation, but we've been dealing with some stronger winds. Now the winds are still going to be a concern. It's still going to be gusty at times, but we are going to start to see a switch into those winds, which is going to pull us back into some mild temperatures and a more moisture-rich environment, which we are noting though that as we start to move into that environment, there is still some of that cold air remaining. So there is going to be more widespread snowfall that is going to first start off this changing weather pattern into Monday, and then the snowfall is going to transition over to rainfall as there is going to be some rivers of moisture that will set up over the panhandle. So we'll be timing out these rounds of rain showers and snow showers over the next week ahead. But here's we head into our Saturday. First off, high tide is at 4:08 into the morning hours and then 3:52 into the afternoon. The day is still going to hold with some generally dry conditions, may even still see some glimpses of sunshine as we have a high pressure system in Canada that is still feeding into the region. That wind is also allowing for us to continue to battle some of those stronger outflow winds. Now they've been the strongest through our Friday, but there still will be some times of those gusts in places. We still see that east northeasterly flow. Not as gusty as it's been, but we could still see some instances of those stronger winds. And as mentioned, we still keep the strong winds as we head into next week, but we know the direction starts to come more southerly, and that's what's going to allow for us to build that temperature in and lift us into that moisture-rich environment. So wind still a concern, but changing us over, especially when it comes down to areas of that precipitation and temperature. Now there's already been some instances of some snow showers, and we'll keep some small chances to still see some waves of energy lift their way across the panhandle. A lot of though that attention has been as the pattern returns back to the Gulf, and then our strongest here lift to start to show more of that pattern change is going to be Sundays. There's one weak wave that's going to start to trigger that change in the pattern where the wind direction comes from and allowing for another system to follow in its footsteps. But we saw there most of the panhandle had that contour of blue, so we are noting that that will give us a light coating of some snow showers. Much of the accumulation does remain minimal, so we shouldn't need widespread alerts, may need some winter alerts up for our far northern regions, but generally note though that with the change taking place that we're going from snow to rain. So typically that is some better travel conditions for us, but we will have that inundate our weekend forecast, so do stay wary. 6 hours and 39 minutes of daylight for our Saturday. May see some again areas of that sunshine, but also can't rule out some of those passing snow showers. Our Sunday is going to have more of those passing snow showers as temperatures build towards that freezing mark, and then we have a strong push of our temperatures to be back into the 40s by Tuesday, and that will transition us from snowfall back to those rain showers.